Deep in the jungles of Taladas, there are elves who do not build towers, do not write spellbooks, and do not believe magic is something you create. They believe magic already exists, hidden in stone, leaf, bone, and living wood, waiting to be revealed. And if you go looking for the ancient halls they protect, the jungle itself may rise against you. Welcome to another DragonLance Saga episode. My name is Adam, and today we are taking a look at one of the incredible cultures and forms of magic on the continent of Taladas, the Cha'asi Mages. I'd like to take a moment and thank the DL Saga members and Patreon patrons, and invite you to consider becoming a member or patron. You can even pick up Dragonlance Media or get $10 by signing up to start playing.games using my affiliate links. I'm referencing the Time of the Dragon box set for this information. If I leave anything out or misspeak, please leave a comment below. Today we cross the sea to the distant continent of Taladas, as described in the Time of the Dragon box set, and journey into the steaming jungles of Neron. This is the story of the Cha'asi, the Wild Elves of Taladas, and their strange, beautiful, and nearly forgotten tradition of nature magic. Of all the people of Taladas, none are more secluded or more misunderstood than the Cha'asi, the Wild Elves of Neron. Though they share a name with the Khaganasty of Ansalon, the comparison ends quickly. Where the Khaganasty are seen as rough and untamed, the Cha'asi make them seem almost civilized by contrast. The Cha'asi are a small, slender people, rarely reaching 5 feet in height. Their skin reflects the jungle itself, ranging from deep wood browns to yellow-green hues, while their hair runs from dark brown to green-black. Their eyes are a deep forest green, giving them an uncanny ability to blend into the foliage around them. They wear little clothing, woven leaves, grasses, palm fronds, shaped by necessity rather than modesty. Decorations, however, are another matter. Feathers, shells, carved bone, bright ribbons, and trinkets are worn proudly. Metal items, especially steel tools, are treasured, not as symbols of wealth, but as useful objects in a land where workable ore is rare. To outsiders, the Cha'asi appear primitive. To survive among them is to quickly learn that this judgment could be fatal. The jungles of Neron shape every aspect of Cha'asi life, especially warfare. Long swords and heavy bows are impractical in thick undergrowth. Instead, the Cha'asi favor throwing spears, thrusting weapons, javelins, and blowguns, many crafted from the dense wood of the iron tree. Blowgun darts are carved from the barbed thorns of Inya vine. Bombs made from fermented fruit gas are used to overwhelm enemies with unbearable stench. Hornets' nests are collected at night and unleashed to scatter foes. Vines are woven into traps and concealed caltrops. Though the Cha'asi reject poisons as taboo, they have no issues using sleeping juices, sickness smoke, and herbal compounds to disable enemies. Survival, not cruelty, is the goal. The Cha'asi possess a deep mastery of jungle herbalism. They prepare salves that speed healing, poultices that draw out poisons, powders that ease pain, potions that bring sleep or forgetfulness. These arts are not seen as separate from magic, they are simply another expression of nature's power. This knowledge is common among the people, but among the Cha'asi, it is the mages who take this philosophy to its greatest height. Cha'asi mages practice a form of magic that, according to every known magical theory, should not work. They do not divide magic into schools like abjuration, evocation, or illusion. Instead, they see all magic as coming from one of two sources, natural or unnatural. To them, the difference between spells is not theory, it is intent and origin. Anything tied to nature, growth, weather, animals, stone, or elemental forces, is natural. Magic that creates mechanical, artificial, or imposed effects is unnatural, and often associated with the hated Yagol. Because of this worldview, Cha'asi mages specialize almost entirely in spells that shape the natural world: fog, wind, fire, growth, transformation, and elemental change. Their spell lists are broad in power, but narrow in philosophy. Entire categories of traditional wizard spells are forbidden to them, not because they cannot be learned, but because they should not be. The Cha'asi do not care that their magic defies accepted arcane theory. They never study the theory in the first place. To the Cha'asi, everything contains magic. A stone does not become magical when power is placed into it. It becomes magical when its hidden nature is revealed. Magical item creation among the Cha'asi is an art of discovery, not invention. Wizards seek objects in their most natural state: unshaped stones, lightning-struck branches, naturally curved shells, beautifully veined pebbles. The more aesthetically perfect an item is in its natural form, the more powerful the magic it may contain. A wizard does not decide what power an item will have. He can only draw out what was already there. Sometimes the result is useful. Sometimes it is strange. Sometimes it's dangerous. Around Cha'asi villages, the forest itself is alive with enchantment. Vines, stones, trees, and flowers quietly humming with awakened power. Among their people, it's said that great wizards are not born knowing spells, but born able to see magic with their eyes. The Cha'asi live in small, scattered family groups deep within the jungle valleys. They hunt, tend small gardens, carve wood, and spend long hours resting in the heat. Their homes are simple huts built on the ground or in the branches of trees near rivers and streams. Life is communal. Males and females are equals, and women are just as likely to be warriors or hunters, often fiercer than their male counterparts. They ask little from life, but what they protect, they guard absolutely. Hidden beneath the jungle canopy are ancient ruins, massive halls of strange stone-like wood that has survived time, rot, and even the cataclysm itself. The Cha'asi claim ignorance of these places. Their eyes say otherwise. Their secret songs tell a different story, of an ancient elven empire, older than any known civilization, older even than recorded history. These halls once belonged to the ancestors of the Cha'asi, who either abandoned them or were charged with guarding them until their return. Whether duty or self-imposed reverence, the Cha'asi accept this role completely. Those who seek treasure in these ruins often find it. Most never return. The greatest threat to the Cha'asi are the Yagal, a savage, degenerate race of mind flayers that dwell underground and in the darkest reaches of the jungle. The Yagal do not simply hunt, they terrorize. Bodies are staked to trees. Victims are tortured for days. Screams are allowed to carry back to villages as deliberate cruelty. Their war against the Cha'asi has lasted centuries. Because of this, the Cha'asi are a hostile people. Strangers are watched for years before being approved, if ever. Trust is earned slowly, if at all. Those who force themselves into Cha'asi lands are met with swift death. Yet there are exceptions. Those who save a Cha'asi life or fight against the Yagal earn something rare: respect. The Cha'asi of Neron are not primitive relics of a fallen age. They're people who choose harmony over empire, intuition over theory, and guardianship over conquest. In the jungles of Taladas, magic is not written, studied, or controlled. It is listened to, revealed, and respected. But that's all the time I have to talk about the Cha'asi and Cha'asi magic in Taladas. What do you think of this view and practice of magic? Have you ever explored the various cultures on Taladas? And finally, should we have more Taladas content developed? Leave a comment below. I'd like to invite you to subscribe to this YouTube channel, ring the bell to get notified about upcoming videos, and click the like button. It all helps other Dragonlance fans learn about this channel and its content. Thank you for watching. This has been Adam with Dragonlance Saga, and until next time, remember, it will be a party such as the world has not seen since before the cataclysm.